In the idyllic expanse of the Riviera, a contentious proposal looms large: the construction of a sprawling 45-unit apartment complex at 1609 Grand Avenue. What's particularly concerning is its stark deviation from the original zoning plan, which earmarked the area for just 4 units. The developer, under the auspices of SB 330, is exploiting a legal loophole to inflate the project to over 10 times its designated size. However, the repercussions of this venture extend far beyond the building's doorstep. Nestled on the fringe of the very high fire zone, this development poses an existential threat to the safety and security of the Riviera's residents. Picture this: a hillside of narrow streets, including Grand Avenue and California Street, transformed into precarious single-lane conduits. During an emergency, such as a wildfire, these roads serve as vital evacuation and emergency response routes. Yet, the proposed apartment complex threatens to bottleneck these crucial arteries, precipitating a nightmarish scenario where evacuating vehicles collide headlong with emergency responders. It's a recipe for disaster, a ticking time bomb that can and must be defused before it is built. Delving deeper into the complexity of evacuation and emergency response routes reveals a tapestry woven with peril. Residents jostle for limited street parking. Emergency vehicles, grappling with uphill inclines and restricted access, attempt to navigate these treacherous paths filled with parked cars. The resulting congestion threatens to undermine the very fabric of safety on the Riviera. Yet, the crux of the issue lies not just in the hazards posed by the proposed development, but in its glaring violation of Santa Barbara's general plan and CEQA guidelines. The safety element, a cornerstone of the general plan, underscores the imperative of risk reduction in hazard-prone areas. And yet, the proposed complex flouts these principles, imperiling lives and property in the process. It's a flagrant disregard for the sanctity of safety, a betrayal of the trust bestowed upon city planners and developers alike. As we watch this development take root, the specter of past calamities looms large. The Thomas and Jesucita fires, harbingers of destruction, serve as stark reminders of the perils that lurk on the Riviera's doorstep. During these crises, parked cars became barriers when residents did not evacuate, or evacuating residents clogged evacuation routes, impeding emergency response efforts. The consequences could have been dire, and this project will only heighten the risk for the next potential disaster. Let's remember the lessons of the campfire, where we now know that Paradise narrowed its main road by 2 lanes despite warnings of gridlock during a major fire. We cannot stand idly by as one development threatens us all. We need our city to rise to the challenge, doing the right thing, based on objective facts. The choice is ours to make. Let's show that we've learned lessons of the past, and together we can chart a course towards a brighter, safer future for all who call Santa Barbara home. Together, we can safeguard the Riviera, helping to ensure that it endures for generations to come. Do the right thing for Santa Barbara. Limit the proposed building to the original and correct R2 zoning.